Hello everyone, welcome back to my Whiteout Survival YouTube channel. In today's video, the topic I would like to share and discuss is about guide and tips for Hall of Heroes event, which comes every week in each generation. So before starting this topic, if you think this video is really helpful and informative, please don't forget to subscribe and follow my Whiteout Survival channel, as well as please like and share this video. Also, for a few loyal fans and supporters who would like to support me and my channel, can also support me by joining monthly membership of my YouTube channel with a small fees. Thank you so much, guys. So let's start this topic about Hall of Heroes guide. So this Hall of Heroes events comes every week in each generation, and so 4 times per month and about 10 to 12 times per each generation. And the things that you can exchange differ from generation to generation. So in generation 1 Hall of Heroes, you can only exchange General Mythic shirts, Molly shirts, Swimman shirts. That's it. So in my opinion, during generation 1 Hall of Heroes, you should not buy this Mark of Valor with using gems, because at the start of the game, you will need lots of gems, especially to rush to the VIP 7 very early in the game, and especially if you have a plan to play this game for more than a year, rushing to the VIP 7 very early during the generation 1 will gives you lots of benefits in the long term, which is 1 general mythic shot per day from daily VIP chests, which is a much better use of gems usage rather than this generation 1 Hall of Heroes. So after generation 1 Hall of Heroes, generation 2 Hall of Heroes comes after 40 days of your state or server age, where Gem 2 heroes come. So in generation 2 Hall of Heroes, you can exchange generation 1 shirts and generation 1 widget chests, which is worthy in my opinion to exchange. The reason is, even in generation 2, if you are a free-to-play player or low spender, your Molly is still standing super strong, not only for PvP fights as a Lancer, but also for Arena. Your Molly is super strong in generation 2. So you need to exchange extra generation 1 widget chests from generation 2 Hall of Heroes using gems to upgrade your Molly widgets at least at to level 4, or preferably level 6 if you can. And that will make your Molly super strong, not only in PvP, but also in Arena, even up to generation 3. Okay, after that, there is a thing or debate that you can consider in generation 2, whether to exchange generation 1 widget chests or generation 2 Alonso shirts, because Alonso is also extremely strong in Arena and also for bear rallies and PvP. It's a good thing that you can get Alonso 4 stars, and he will be useful for all purposes, even up to at least generation 4 period. Alonso will be useful for bear rallies and still strong in Arena and still strong in PvP, even for up to generation 4. So you need to balance and choose carefully depending on your hero's planning. If you are planning to get Alonso, you should not exchange Generation 1 widget chest for Molly in Gen 2 Hall of Heroes. However, if you plan to skip Alonso in Gen 2 and get Greg in Gen 3, you should not exchange Alonso sets from Hall of Heroes, and instead you should exchange Molly widgets, Generation 1 widgets for Molly. Okay, the same logic applies to the Generation 3 Hall of Heroes. In Generation 3 Hall of Heroes, you should not exchange Logan sheds or General Mythic sheds in Generation 3 Hall of Heroes. Instead, you should exchange Generation 2 widget chests, which will be required not only for your Generation 2 Lucky Week hero, Flint, but also if you plan to get Foster's Alonso, you will also need extra Generation 2 widget chests for Alonso 2. So, if you go for both Flint and Alonso in Generation 2, you should exchange Generation 2 widget chests only when Generation 3 Hall of Heroes events come to your state. Okay, after that, the Generation 4 comes, and here's the same logic as Generation 2 is that Generation 4 Reina is a really good hero for Arena, as well as a perfect joiner hero, a good joiner hero for bear rallies. Plus, even for PvP, Reina has strong expedition skills. So people who are planning to get at least 4-star Reinas can either exchange Reina sheds from Generation 4 Hall of Heroes or Generation 3 widget jets for your Generation 3 Mia or Generation 3 Greg, depending on your hero's investment. But personally, I rarely use exchanging hero shirts from Hall of Heroes except the first week of each generation, because I want to recruit new heroes whether I'm planning to invest or not. So for the first week of Hall of Heroes in starting from Generation 2, 3, 4, 5, I always exchange 10 hero shirts during the first week just to recruit the heroes. And for the next successive weeks, I always exchange the previous generation widget chests, because as a load spender, I always try for at least 2 heroes to build up my good arena lineup in each generation. So I need lots of widget chests. Plus, I'm also quite super active in all events, so I can collect quite a lot of general mythic sets, at least 400 general mythic sets per each generation. So I have no problems making these pay to win heroes 4 stars to be at a useful level. But it will not be the same for everyone. So balance and plan strategically according to your own situation. So after Gen 4 Hall of Heroes comes Gen 5 Hall of Heroes. The same, you can unlock Generation 5 Hall of Heroes Gwen with 10 shots using gems during the first week, and for the next week you can either exchange the previous generation widget chests like Gen 2 or Gen 3 or Gen 4 in the next successive weeks. So here in this week Gen 5 Hall of Heroes, I exchange my Season 3 Generation 3 widget chest especially for Mia, because I want to make my Mia widget level 8, because I will still continue using Mia as a main rally leader, Lancer hero for my Bells rally even up to generation 8-9 period. So I need to make him level 8 widget. I need altogether 75 widget. So I am now collecting generation 3 widget sets from Hall of Heroes. Right now, I have 52 widget chats, so I still need 23 season 3 widget chats to make my Mia widgets level 8. And you can also consider exchanging Gen 4 widget chats or Gen 2 widget chats depending on your needs, but do not exchange Generation 1 widget chats anymore, especially in Gen 5, because all Generation 1 heroes values drops a lot and they are less useful. So you should not exchange Generation 1 hero widget chats in Gen 5 Hall of Heroes. Only consider exchanging Gen 2. Even Gen 2 widget chats becomes a bit useless in my opinion in Gen 5. So only consider exchanging last 2 generation widget chats. For example, if this generation is Gen 3, you can consider exchanging Gen 2 widgets or Gen 1 widgets depending on your needs. And if this is Gen 4 Hall of Heroes, you can consider exchanging Gen 3 widget chats or Gen 2 widget chats. And if this is Gen 5 Hall of Heroes, you can consider exchanging between Gen 4 widget chats and Gen 3 widget chats depending on your hero planning and investment as well as your widgets needs. So alright, never exchange other useless things like 10,000 hero XP or epic general hero shirts or other types of previous generation hero shirts, because they will not useful and they will be a waste of your gems. And for every exchange of attempts, you will need to invest 14,850 gems for 100 Mark of Villa to exchange either widgets or the Hall of Heroes hero shirts to recruit during the first week of each generation. So alright guys, thank you so much for watching until the end, and if you think this video is helpful and informative, don't forget to subscribe and follow my Whiteout Survival channel, as well as please like and share this video, and also comment in this video comment section about your thoughts and opinions. Thank you so much guys, see you in my next video, bye!